It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we're going to beer from Edge Brewing Project, and it's a can of this Stagger Imperial Stout coming in at 10% ABV. It's a 330 milliliter can. Looks absolutely terrific. I don't know. I don't really look at labels too much. Is it a reference to Stan Lee, or is it some kind of Australian folklore hero? Stagger Lee? I don't know. But I tell you what it does have on the back. It has a little bit of a censored, look at that. Ooh, it's a bit naughty, this one. Right, let's get it out into a glass. Here we get. You might hear a pop on this opening. We got a full ring opener here. Boom! Love these cans. You could take that on the train, couldn't you? And nobody would know. You got a big full opener. Nobody would know you're drinking beer on the train. It looks like a can of Coke or something, doesn't it? Here we go then. Look at that. We got a 2-finger tan coloured head. It looks absolutely divine. Absolutely divine to look at. Look at that for a beer. Jet black beer in the glass. Lovely velvety looking beer. Good levels of carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. Wonderful, wonderful aroma. And wonderful look. I can smell it from here. Let's dive in and get a proper aroma on it. Tremendous, tremendous. Before I get into this, I want to say a massive thank you to Mick from Australia for sending us some wonderful, out of this world, out there Australian craft beers. Mick has been sending it to us on the channel now for the last few years. It's just absolutely terrific, the fact that we've tried so many. The variety of Australian craft beer has just been terrific that he's sent over the last few years. And it's just such a really nice kind of gesture to support the channel in the way that he does. Let's give you my thoughts on the aroma. Raisin, plum, fig, big roasted aromas. Chocolate, coffee, caramel. And there's something in the beer that I can't quite identify yet. I'm really pushing for this aroma. Give me a moment and I'll find it. I tell you what it is, or the closest thing that I can get my mind to is, do you know when you maybe drizzle some cocoa on the top of like a dust-in chocolate? You dust the chocolate on the top of a cake and you maybe taste it off your fingers, and it's that almost kind of like, it's cooking chocolate, so it's kind of bitter and it tastes a bit chalky and chocolatey. I'm getting that kind of chocolate dust-in aroma. Raisins, bitter chocolate, coffee. We've had such a bovril or something as well. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. My goodness me. Stone the Crows, what a terrific beer. Big, massive, roasted, medium bodied. I'm going to go past medium body. This is a big, thick beer. It just sits on your palate like engine oil. 10% ABV engine oil sitting on your palate, slowly sliding down into your throat, and it's giving flavours of vanilla, roasted chocolate, roasted coffee, sweet chocolate, dark chocolate, and of course that's all coming from the roasted malts. Pardon me. Quite nice level of carbonation there as well, as you could hear. It's a terrific example of a beer. The vanilla in here, it's almost like it's a barrel-aged woodiness coming through too. Raisins, plums, figs, prunes, vinous qualities coming through. Red wine qualities on the back end. That's from the hops in the beer. But this mouthfeel absolutely does it for me. This has got to be one of the best Imperial Stouts I've had from Australia. This very beer in my glass. I'm one of these people who just naturally likes a big, fat, bold, gloopy, engine oil style Imperial Stout. I just love them. The bigger, the fatter, the richer, the better for me. This goes down for me. This is just goes down a treat. Sweetness for the malt, very quickly goes over to bitterness on the back end. And then in between you have all that flavour. So sweetness followed by bitterness over there. And then in the middle you've got vinous qualities, plum, fig, prune. Then you've got chocolate, coffee, caramel. Staggering beer. If you think of bitter chocolate, if you think of that bitterness, it just goes natural with this flavour in the beer. If you think of the sweet caramel I was talking about, it goes natural with the beer, with the flavours in the beer. And if you think about the other one, what's the other one? Coffee. If you think about coffee like having a big fat latte, chunky and thick and gloopy, it's the kind of the flavours, the thick caramel, the thick chocolate and the thick coffee that goes so well in this beer because it's big and thick and gloopy, if you know what I mean. Right. A healthy 90 IBUs of Aussie hops keeps the thick, rich body in check. This is one big bad mother boop. This 10% Imperial Stout has somewhat restrained additions of roasted wattle seed and toasted coconut. Toasted coconut. That's what it is. That kind of... I couldn't nail that flavour. I was talking about kind of like dusting chocolate, but it's toasted coconut, providing further complexity and complementary flavours without overpowering the huge roasty grain bill. Drink now or sell it in a cold, dark space for up to 5 years. 10% ABV, you could probably keep that for about 25 years if you really wanted to. They are from North Victoria, Australia. Check it out. Edge Brewing Project. Stagger Imperial Stout. Amazing. I like that beer enough to give it a Stone the Crows 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 beer from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.